he has been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easier.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Dawson is out there with Green, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. To the middle. Wiggins passes to Rivera. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's now 33 points for Freak. The Clippers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Ball outside. Over in the corner, Green lets it go. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Green's got 6. So it's Minnesota now. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The shot's good from Rivera.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Paul can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
And it's the Clippers ball. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Jordan sets the pick for Green. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Dawson kicks to Redick. From 18 feet away. Rebound by Rivera.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And that one's good. Thornton's got 14 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The dish now to Redick. Fires from deep. Dawson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio. Los Angeles has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Williams for 3, and that one's good. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
There's the pass to Rivera. Here's Lure, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten down in transition.
No good on the second free throw. The Clippers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. And Williams, here we go. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot 1 more at the free throw line.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game. And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
And Los Angeles guys shooting a meager 37% for the game. Right side, Green. Pass to Dawson. He's looking for Williams and finds him. No good from outside.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one.
Here's Lure, covered by Smith. Lure the pass to Rivera. A stupendous finish in traffic. Prime Time's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Timberwolves ahead, delivering the blowout. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And here are the Clippers now. Rivera, he's in at shooting guard. David Lee is out there at Pekovic. Then it's Jones. And it's McCarthy in at the 3 slot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Down low, deflects the pass. Out to Smith. To the left wing. He dishes it to Snell. Williams with a clean look. No good on the 3. Minnesota's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that...
So it's Minnesota now. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Picked by Lee. Bielitsa passes to Rivera. To the inside. It's stolen by Green.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Minnesota.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for prime time. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And the foul called on Jason Smith. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And this run not really doing him any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
Williams is checked in for Chris Paul. And a wide open look for Thornton. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Smith sets the pick for Williams. The Clippers rebound. Green in the post. Kicks it to Jordan. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
They kept feeding him the basketball, and he did not disappoint. For the guys guarding him, it was a long, long night. As he pushed his point totals in the 30s, he got more and more determined. Great effort.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed.
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y como un libro abierto.